Where have you been?
What is your schedule?
Did you die?
Probably just lost his passion for doing daily reviews.
Where's the Naruto reviews?
How about Toriko? Where have you been, man?
I need to have my daily dose of One Piece.
I never liked this motherfucker anyway. I just come here to give a thumbs down and a negative comment. Well, hello, my brothers and sisters and patient brothers and sisters of the Nerd Nation. I, as always, am Jim, and I'm here to bring you a video that, it's an update video, obviously, to let you know some of the things that have been going on personally in my life, as well as me going and kind of announcing and introducing, I guess you would say formally, the different gentlemen that are helping me to work on the thumbnails for the manga series in particular that I review, which is obviously the Naruto, Toriko, and One Piece. So, first things first, though. I do appreciate everyone's kind words, comments, messages, tweets, Facebook posts, all of that, kind of wondering how things are going, if I'm okay, if my family's okay. I have had some issues recently with, obviously, the upload schedule and maintaining it. All I can really tell you is that, unfortunately, because of some issues with work as well as with family, having a second grader and an eighth grader, school starting up as it did about a month and a half, 2 months ago, they've been needing some extra help with homework and some of their schooling type of things. I just haven't had as much time as I had been able to previously carve out because of some things changing with my schedule. Now, that doesn't mean that I've lost my passion for what I do or that I'm not going to be able to do it anymore. It just means that I'm asking you to bear with me here for these few weeks while I try to work through this rough patch, while I try to go and pick up the slack at work as I have been, and then try to get back onto a regular, more regulated recording and release schedule. Because obviously that's important to a lot of people too, is knowing when you're going to have some content, so you can follow along yourself and that sort of thing. So again, I do sincerely apologize for the erratic schedule. I have been doing my best to still get some content out there. And to tell you the truth, I hadn't made a video about it prior to that because, number one, I don't have enough time to make the videos that I'm making, that I'm committed to making. And number two, I didn't really have a whole lot of solid information to give you at the time as I was trying to work through things. However, I believe now I'm coming out of the tail end of this of this time period that I've been in, where I kind of things have been in flux, and I believe that I'm going to be able to, over the next few weeks, be able to get to and perfect and maintain an actual schedule again as far as reviews and things like that go. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for bearing with me on this one. It's just something that I know that there's not a whole lot of information to give, but there's just a lot of different things going on personally, and this is time consuming regardless of the level of expertise of editing or anything else. Anyone who does this will tell you, even just turning on the camera and recording for 10 or 15 minutes and then going and taking that raw footage, not editing it, not doing anything else, and uploading it, it takes time. And there's a lot that goes into as far as with the thumbnails and a lot of stuff on the back end too. Now, Toriko has been missing because I have not had anybody to do the thumbnails. Until recently, there was a gentleman that I contacted, and I'm just going to give his name as Mike. He is a subscriber, but not someone that he's an aspiring, artist as far as does a lot of graphic art and design, and loves Toriko, loves the Nerd Nation and the reviews. So he has agreed to help me with those, and we're going to get that going. There's another gentleman that's been helping me that, although he cannot create the thumbnails in Photoshop, he has actually been going and taking and finding the screenshots for me. His name is Albi, and he has been sending for Naruto the screenshots. And actually, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, sincerely. He has dealt not only with my erratic schedule, but with the lack of communication as well, because there was a few times that he sent stuff, and then I didn't even get back to him right away to thank him for it. Just know that it's very, very helpful what you're doing, and even though I still have to technically go and take and resize the picture and put it into the thumbnail, that's much better than me having to worry about reading a chapter and then going and trying to find the corresponding episode, getting a nice screenshot from it, and then being able to put that all together on a regular basis. So, and then the third and final person, and he stepped up right away, and this is a gentleman I've had contact with now for close to a year now, and we dropped off a little bit over the last few months, probably just summer and things like that happen. But it's Eric from ListenToMyReviews. There's going to be a link in the description down below to his channel. I would truly appreciate it if you would go and drop him a line, take a look at some of his videos. He does a number of different live reactions, reviews, He does speed drawing stuff. He does a number of different things on his channel, really diverse. But again, this is a guy who's going to school right now and learning a lot about graphic art and art design. And he loves One Piece and seems to obviously enjoy my reviews. And he has been going through, and he's the one that he and I kind of hatched out the template, and then we've just sort of been adding to it. And I got to give him most of the credit for it, because he goes and he finds all these wonderful shots to use for the backgrounds, for the actual pictures themselves. And he's done a number of different things to just make the thumbnails, go to the next level and just look really nice, really professional, and really on point. So he's also going to be working over the next few months on actually going back and helping me to do the first few hundred chapters of the series when it was just me doing the thumbnails, and they kind of look shitty and pretty unprofessional. So, certainly want that to look nice as well. But please go over, take a look, tell him I sent you if you'd like. But he's a guy that definitely we're going to be working with, for the foreseeable future over here, and is just a real good stand-up guy as far as putting out a lot of content for a lot of different series, many of which I'm not even familiar with because of obviously my limited scope, and what I do is sort of starting from the beginning and catching up, whereas he's caught up with many of these series, as many other reviewers are. But again, great guy. Tell him I sent you. Go over and drop him a line. Subscribe if you like to. Certainly, I know it'll help him out. And just in general, when people spend their time and they give their time for something, they certainly like to be complimented or rewarded in the sense that he doesn't, ask for any money or anything like that. But really, I think a lot of it is just it helps people feel good about what they're doing, especially when it's an artistic type of thing. When those come over and comment and say, "Hey, man, I really like how the new format of the thumbnails is going. I really appreciate you doing that." So if you have time, certainly I would appreciate that. And it would certainly reflect well upon all of us here, all the brothers and sisters of the Nerd Nation. So that's all I have for you now. I'm going to get going over here because I have about 6 hours blocked out today where I'm going to catch up on some reviews. I'm going to record out ahead some One Piece, some Naruto, the finale of Attack on Titan, the finale of Season 1, as well as this week's episode of The Walking Dead. Unfortunately, just my schedule has not permitted. I was actually sick earlier in the week too, and just voice was terrible, head was clogged up, and just was in no shape to be trying to communicate with you. So I have enough trouble as it is when everything's great, my mind's clear, and I'm not sick, So again, thank you though from the bottom of my heart for all the comments and listen, and positive, neutral, negative. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't bother me anymore. It's nice to know that people care one way or another. But just so you know, it's never a case of I lost my passion or I don't give a fuck about my subscribers or any of those type of things, because that's just not true. The reason that I continue to do this is because it's a fun, enjoyable thing for me, and it's also a means for me to communicate and express my thoughts and opinions on these beloved series, and to be able to talk with other fans of those series. And it's great because some of them are casual fans, some of them are super fans, there's some that are just in between. And it's really cool seeing some of the different comments, debates, suggestions, explanations. I'm truly, truly blessed that I have all of you in my life, and I want to thank you, as does my family, from the bottom of our hearts, because certainly it is a great thing that you've done for me and for us, and just I think just mentally, it's given me a great boost of confidence. It's also given me something to kind of get into. Everybody likes to have a purpose, and you don't like your purpose to just be to exist or just to work or just to go to school. So it's neat to have this hobby that also has a purpose behind it. It's not just sitting down and just reading something, catching up with it, and oh boy, it's good. It's sharing that with others. It's sitting down and sharing that with my family. We're at the end of Ennie's lobby and everybody is super stoked and excited for things and events that have been happening and some of the different things that happen in there. And they're super bummed that that we're going to actually catch up to where everything is dubbed within probably the next couple weeks. And then we're going to have to wait as they're releasing everything that they're dubbing now. Funimation is for Thriller Bark and such. But absolutely a wonderful experience. Cannot thank you enough. Feel free to hit the thumbs up, the like button if you should think that I deserve it, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We will look forward to catching you in the next one, Nation. Now I gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta go record some more reviews. See ya.
Subscribe to his channel, you will. Do this, you must.